Of course, there is the criminal code, the framer.
Hello?
Of the charge. Of course.
Oh my. Okay. Well, the network. Hello, can you hear me?
Investigation.
We obviously cannot continue because we're facing a bigger charge. It is the abomination of an epileptic connection. And is that abomination known to law? We'll find out in a bit as I attempt to reconnect with my guest. Stay with us. 2.3 Nigeria Info, Sam Chinedu. The court has freed 12 accused of killing a policewoman in Rivers State. And the judge, Justice Augusta Kingsley Chukwu, said the government lawyers could not prove that the 12 people truly planned or killed the policewoman. And I'm having conversations with specific attention at the framing of a charge. My guest is Barrister Emmanuel Okpala, Esquire. He's a legal practitioner and the immediate past vice chairman of NBA Port Harcourt branch. You're welcome once again. Can you hear me clearly now?
I can hear you clearly. Good evening.
Okay, good evening. All right, so back to the first question, because that's where our problem started. The framing of a charge. How do you get to that point? You said you need to first know if it is a crime or something along those lines.
Okay, thank you. Well, if a crime or allegation is made to a police or police station, of course, sometimes it's called the first information report. The police, of course, will record this in their diary. If it is by petition, the police takes it up, maybe assigns it to investigation team called the investigation police officers, who will dive into the matter. You know, look at the particulars of the offense alleged and investigate it. Of course, they will need to invite the suspect to come forward and make statement to the police. After the investigation, if there is a controversial case made up against the suspect, the police will prepare the charge. This will depend on the nature of the offense. If it is a capital offense, when they prepare this charge, normally they file it in court, maybe at the magistrate court, and send the file to DPP, Director of Public Prosecution, and the Minister of Justice for legal advice. If it is other false offenses like stealing, the magistrate has jurisdiction over this one. They will proceed to go on track to send the accused person or the defendant to trial. So, in framing the charge, the police or whoever is framing the charge has a duty to look at the offense, the dominant offense committed, because sometimes you may find one or two offenses in one charge. They may have to look at the dominant one, or they may even prefer sometimes to charge on one or two offenses, and then so far as the ingredients of those offenses are there, they will move to court with the particulars of the offense, and then file the case in court, and the matter goes on trial. So the framers of the charge has some other duties to perform in making sure that the offenses the charge they are preparing is something that has a definition maybe under the criminal code, or is provided for under the criminal code, or if it is in the not, the penal code.
Okay. Now, does the police always know to prepare the right charge? Because I know that we've heard of cases where somebody say this is what they charged them with, but it possibly turned out that they was wrong. So, in the case where it is the police that's preparing this charge, do they have? I know that this question might sound somehow to the police, but I'm hoping to establish what the fact is supposed to be. Do they always know to frame the charge properly?
Thank you. Now, like I said, the framer of this charge has onerous duty in the sense that whatever he's framing must be in conformity with the law. That is the criminal code that prescribes or provides for this offense. He has to be looking at the section. It's not something that somebody can frame offhand. You have to look at the offense. He said the particulars of this offense must be there. Police officers are trained to frame these charges. It's part of their training. It's part of their training. They are trained on these provisions in the criminal code, such that after investigation, they frame this charge. After framing the charge, maybe by the investigating police officer, he has to take it to a senior police officer who will vet what he has prepared and also make corrections where necessary.
Okay.
Before they are now taken to court.
All right.
Either magistrate court, depending on the offense, or the high court, depending on the offense.
Okay. Now let's look at the counts. Sometimes I don't know if this has happened specifically, but I need to cite this, to paint the picture. Maybe I slap somebody, one slap. When they sue me, I'll now see 5 count charge of assault, battery and assault, conspiracy to assault and bat. And I'm like, is it not one slap? How do we come about the number of counts?
Well, the